So
I didn't pay much attention, to be
I
honest.
did the thing in the Egyptology because I was
Small cupboard
and the
between the microwave and fridge.
and the Osiris.
Oh, because it's a fancy box. But they keep sachets of sugar. I could have sworn last time it was a little plastic, what do they call them? Tupperware.
You can't wash nothing.
Yeah, no, that's another giveaway sign because the empty bottle sits upside down in there. So I thought, this is obviously not a washing area. This is for your hand. And I said, it's all she. I said, I wonder whether it was like Jacqueline has. For hers, isn't it posh? It's one of them, you know, where it's electronic when you put your hand under it. Do you want tea or coffee? I bought one of them 3-in-1 sachets at shop. It's mellow, but there's only 6 sachets and one gives me 2 cups. So I meant to say whatever it was he'd give me, and I handed you that carrier bag. You could have had something to eat out of that. It looked like it was possibly mince pies or something like that.
Oh, I don't know, but the door, but you can open the door with it squashing everything.
But if you look in there, if you do want out to eat,
I think there's 2 boxes of mince pies, but what were they with? They're not with brandy, so there is something. And I think there's like the squirrels in bread. They're all joined together.
you zoom you in a little bit.
There's all squirrels stuck
Right,
together.
maybe.
Not in bread, they do, they glaze them.
Oh, see?
There's one of them in.
See? Oh, look.
There must be a
Look who's here.
It's not
See that?
It's not stolen.
He's lovely, aren't you? See, it's raining. It's raining. It is. Oh, no. You're lovely, aren't you? He said, why iPads and stuff like that. But not recently.
So now what we're doing, though.
If what?
So I don't make a mess.
Yeah, well, he said, because I get told off for it. Well, do you know, I only come in here and I don't think it's a wooden floorboard. I can tell me way when I'm upstairs. You know, you can either. But honestly, I swear to God, I hope he believes me. I come in here, I felt that the kettle had water in. This is before I went out to garage. What did I do? I wasn't even making a drink then. But any road. Yeah, I might have been sussing. Oh, that's what it said, was if you do buy out, like, that needs a fridge from shop, he said the fridge has gone wonky since last time or something. He didn't use the word fierce, but it's what he meant. He said, it's freezing stuff even in fridge.
No,
Yeah, well, that's when mine was going wonky. Give you an idea. He said, so really there's no tin in.
and you know, I keep my eyes and I've looked and thought, why is it still? There's a blocking light. Swarming, coming on your roll where all water goes.
But see, this doesn't do any movement like a wooden floor house. I only got through here, so to there somewhere or something. So I've not walked near that. I might have put my coat in there, but that's not going anywhere near that. And I have this clatter. And I'm going, what's this over here? It's a bit of a something and like a little plant pot. And I thought, there's nothing else, and there's nothing here that it looks like it connects to. Could it be anything? And I'm doing that near there, and I think, is it a fridge magnet? Because I looked in there. Anyway, it's off this. This was off floor. There's them 2 little pieces I found. It looks like it's one of them that you sit on the very edge of his arm, holding a plant pot up. It's come off. Well, the fact that the big part was there and the little bits was over there, But it couldn't have been really my vibration as such. There's nothing I've shut, slammed or anything, if you know what I mean. Hi people, it's coffee time. Coffee, as the Americans say. Oh, and then just to aggravate me a little bit, it's not done it this time. You know, like how she gets the jitters with Hyacinth Bouquet. And she says, and watch that cup, and she's going like this, rattling in its saucer. This dribbles. So, I thought, soon as I bloody poured in here, that you fuck.
Gives her a beak with one of them. Oh,
You'll have to taste this. I'm not expecting you to manage with just what's built into it, if you know what I mean. But I don't think you get much in these, you know, like little finger type things. So I've only put them in yours. You taste that. That was another thing. I thought these was being washed down. Something I thought was a liquid in that one. Oh right, sorry, I'll get it, yeah. Don't put it on the wooden counter.
no, can't see this.
It's not, it's, you know that trick what Quentin used to do, put some water in and stand your bottle of milk in it, kind of. That's really lovely. And they're thinking of it just for washing. Tits are big, let's be jolly. You're alright on there, Bulldog. Just at the outset. Oh well. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I didn't catch the brand. Sorry, I don't remember the brand. Did it? I think
It's World Crew, it comes Indosec comes on. It comes on the same company.
What does it taste like? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, that sweetness made all the difference to the last one I had. He said, is that a poo? He said, I took him out this morning very briefly, just nearby. He said, is that a poo? He said, but if you want, I don't think it was an instruction rather than a if I want, which sounds like a question. Maybe just before it goes dusk for your sake and his sake, quoting particular time.
Yeah.
And I thought that'll be all right, but I've already put mushroom around things, so I'll have to be at dusk, won't I? But then it's you, I've just opened the door for you. I know that's the garage. You can see better, I think, here. Oh no, that's got blinds, that's one, it's just as bad. I'll turn this light up, it'll give you some shade in there. Alright. So it's kind of there, the mini mart, if you could see it lit up somewhat when it's darker. And I've lost the length of them, that there, just past the end of that garage, in between all the houses, there's the like Chinese takeaway chippy type thing, and then you're a garage. But on saying that, you do feel like you're a distance, I think, really. And if I'd have knew you'd have been coming and had my thoughts about me, because I'd be a bit bothered. I don't mean frightened of people, I mean just when your foot in a pothole or somewhere, walking down, they sit there, you'd be better with a torch. Really. You're right, Willis. Do you want back for a wee? Do you want back for a wee? I don't know which, do we use posh doors? Maybe not. Willis, I don't know open this one. One of them, you know, is it a van or a cottage, hasn't it? It's in 2 halves. It's no use you looking at me, because if I struggle with this and you don't want the hours. It's raining, Willis. Then look out at front door. Don't him run off. Go with me. Dress like this, because I like that. Oh, no. No. Go away. Come away. Get on that. So the last time I did this, they made a really some trouble. Oh, here. That's a good lad. Oh, come here. That's it. Oh, come here. Thank you. One little part at a time. Oh, 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 let's see this.
No, it's good. Yeah.
It's okay. Hello, Barry. You want to come in, love?
No, I still get it's okay.
All right, it's okay. He's just been outside, so I don't like his cars at home. See ya. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, this one. Oh, there you go. You're right. Oh. Oh, that's good. There's only one in a second. You know, Malcolm is a nurse.
Yeah.
That was who he was with for like 20 years. Just have rough one, yeah. Gotta go back in there after. Oh dear. Soon out of breath. Sorry about that, somebody was at the door. Not for me, just a random. We do get them. Yes, yay! Is that it's the picture? That's done. can tell you maybe your return journey afterwards in a quieter place somehow. Oh. Oh, that bread's dated well. Day before Christmas Eve. You alright? Have you any snappy biscuits? Yes, I don't think we have. Oh, you could get your little biscuit, right? Biscuits. Little biscuits. Oh, little pieces. Okay, that's these. Ooh. Oh, there we are. Yeah, I'm set. Yeah. Oh, you was eating out of his bowl. I didn't know you'd eaten. Oh, at least he hadn't eaten his food, but it's gone. So at some point he scoffed it maybe when the back turned. You wash your hands after time really carefully with this towel. So
They're not red and blue, they're
A little ice there, and all that.
not probably the different ones.
I don't know whether my eyes has changed yet.
The blue ones going on.
Got below what colour? That's like out of focus colour. I don't know. Push button, you'll see the tiles. Oh, yeah, I'll show a tile from that to go in. Oh dear. I like that velvet chair. I love velvet. You're just having a piece like that. No snacks? He said, I don't want a snack. I don't need one. Oh dear. Some manic woman ringing up on Christmas Day radio. It's all gone wrong because the clock's wrong on the hour. It's 6 hours out. Oh. Oh, I was gasping for that. I didn't want Robin Mavali's meat and potato. I got 4 pies, so that was 3 meat and potato. I'm assuming the one with the little slit in is a steak, and you might like the steak. And I got 2 hot pots. So I've had meat and potato. They sell Gothams in Mini Mart. So he dropped me off because he said, do you want me to drop you down there? And I said, well, no, because then I'll have to walk that way here. So I might as well leave the case here and then go walk down. And then that's where he said he'd been out. And I said, well, I was going to say to you, would you not want me to take him with me? Because some people are dubious of leaving an animal tied up outside the shop in case somebody nicks it. He said, oh, they let you go in garage with him. I said, I don't know, but I want to go shop as well because they do the pies. But I was still tempted. If you go and look in the comment section, where we don't put stuff here, you can have a look. There was, for £1, I forget what they're called. Well, it's the same brand, so they're £1 and you've got 4, so we know what brownies are. So rectangle, a bit smaller than a chop case, so 4 this way. Same packet, so possibly 4. But I forgot what they're called. It's as if you've done a sponge. You know when you used to do an apple crumble or something, or any type of crumble with the fruits, how sometimes you'll get a bit of the crumble, it'll kind of come up, the juice will come through the crumble and
Yeah.
and burn and catch a bit on top. Well, if you could imagine pouring, I don't know, loads of broken bits of cake together and pouring custard. It looks like real custard is within the top of this sponge cake.
There was a celebrity down here last night. It wasn't one of them that had been coming on with it all along. It was a one-off, Christy Rock.
Oh, I forgot to look at last night. Who did last night?
Well, it wasn't them that were doing one each night.
No, but did you see that one?
This was a different one. It was Christy Rock.
Because it usually tells.
It was a one-off Christy Rock.
I don't know, he's looking at me.
Tell her it's in there, not neighbours. What's the other one? That one from Chester, Hollyoaks.
Yeah.
He's not that good looking, he's just mediocre. I think he runs a cafe or something, or a restaurant, was that one. I don't know who the woman was. I think her name was Shirley.
Is it somebody Pritchard?
I think she called him Gary, I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah.
There used to be a comedy called
No,
like
no.
2.3 Children,
Marcus,
and his elder brother is in Hollyoaks, but I think he's joined it now
Marcus
as well.
something who must be Scouser, that must have been on X Factor, coloured, a bit tinted, coloured. But I know him. He's not the one that comes on that advert, but he's very Scouserish. I think he once commented on it, will cast stamp
Hmm.
where, you know, the proper. And she must have been there at first night. It was her turn cooking. I don't know if she was in a witch's outfit for Christmas. Just with the pantomime. What's her name? Maggie Clark, is it?
All right.
And
You've not seen her on outfit,
I
yes?
thought she'd have gone all like angry.
Hmm.
But for starters, you know, you pick, she called it something like pigs in blankets, but it was just one sausage. You know, an ordinary sausage wrapped in bacon with a bit of tomato that just fell off. And he just got that one to start. But she made a dinner for.
She sounds as bad as Charlotte.
But she made a dinner. I thought, well, that's a nice dinner.
What was this pea soup business? Did you see one of them do that with dish to camera? And they were just mushy peas and they didn't even move.
No.
So it couldn't be soup, but it couldn't be classed as anything liquid in.
And then she made a melon. She said, my wobbly melon dessert. Something like that.
Alright.
Just slices of melon with ice cream. Do one thing, Chrissy Rock, but she decided that sure the phones that we should have gone for a charity between 5 of them for 200, which was good, £200 each, so they can give it to each of the charities.
Yeah. It's probably because Corrie was on twice, so I forgot about that over. It's not a channel now, we go on. So if we that, who was first?
It wasn't the Courtney Cup.
Yeah, Courtney Act.
Last time I said, I think next time is Nick and Dom's turn, I think.
Right. The voiceover seemed a bit vague because it shows you clips and it says, and coming up, meaning it next episode.
Yeah.
But it's showing you like lots of different shots of different people. So I thought, do they do this on purpose or you don't actually know who it's going to be till it comes on?
Yeah.
It didn't seem to point out.
Show you bits of things and you think,
I kind of wouldn't have to see.
Is this-
If we missed one, it doesn't really matter because I don't think I should say on camera which person I wouldn't mind if missed. Because we don't know him. He's a bit tanned. I don't know his name, but don't say it. There's a tanned person. Tanned.
Oh, it wasn't very bad. Oh. Glad to see him. Is he coming up with another one?
No, he's on that one with Charlotte.
Oh.
So there's a tanned person, then there's Dick and John, but they're classed as one, and then there's Debbie. Why did you marry the millionaire Paul Daniels? So we can kind of play catch up because they always show all the highlights, don't they?
Well, I did not tell you to that.
Not nice.
That magazine starts Saturday. If they're glass though, but there's no new church ones, they'll be glass.
Oh, that's like steel metal. That was there last time, but these must have been put out for Christmas. I actually did think that was glass. The glass ornament, to be honest. That's a little switchy on thing. But it's a solo one. It might take a while for it to warm up. Anyway. Or he's not bothered putting batteries in because he just likes them as ornaments, because they look a bit iced, don't they? Let's have another cup. I quite enjoy that one. I could actually taste something sweet in it. Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, do-do-do. No, I got that box as a set and that dove thing, and that's for Brenda because she needs two things because of her birthday. So that's a Fountains. No, it was the Fountains and that. No, because of what Jacqueline's getting, she won't know the value of it. But if you try and buy an SBC hand wash, it's like Oaks and Brown, it would cost you like 15 or 20 odd quid. It's not even the hand wash size, which is about 400 or 500 ml. It's a litre size shower and body wash or body bath, but there's a pump so it measures out, like smaller amounts.
I haven't catch Tesco when they work, because I've been in and they've been, there's no park clean now, over 350, over park clean, go back and deep, up and down like a yo-yo. I said, oh, well, I've got rolls, you've got your own box, but there's a box of Quality Street, and it was down to 350.
That is a little bit like that cake in a sense in there, them slices of cake. Oh, is that? When you look like you've got custard, I should have said a Danish pastry, a brioche stone. Oh, is that what he's given me?
Yeah, 2 boxes.
I seen the edge of a box.
The special mince pies, but they're not, it's not got to do with the alcohol in them, it's got to do with something.
Is it when they put them like little ones and they put sliced almonds or pecans on or something like that?
I don't know.
I'm just thinking, I brought a small milk, even though I've seen that. I could have put it in the fridge and it could have gone semi-frozen. It tells it a lot, doesn't it?
From the seaweed.
Oh no, they just call them custard slices. Brownies. Oh, that would be kind of chocolate digestives I got for you. What's one for me? That. This, so it's from Garage. I don't know that's kind of good for a fan. But last time they had sausage and mash produced, and this time we got that. And I thought, it didn't dawn on me at first, you could call here. And I thought, oh, this could be, if that's so fierce, it could be semi-frozen by the time I'm going home. That would help for me into tomorrow or something like that. But it can be semi-frozen for you, really.
Like a cooking bait up, it used to be 50 minutes, it's 70 odd, but they weren't small pieces. But I tell you what, they were all big steaks as well, and there was only a little bit to ride. So I cut it up.
Did I put milk in there?
Cut it up, this is a P&M soup.
All right.
I left a couple of pieces, but sometimes, if you want it for bacon, sometimes I'll go up and they're like perfect slices. I'm thinking, but you have a sense of feeling what you're getting.
Calypso tropical mango lemonade. Oh, that sounds nice.
But I try to put Luca in the brown, so I do know they'll be small then. I'm thinking about it.
Can I tilt you up a little bit, you think? You said I think you could. I said why iPad.
I know that Dickens is on Christmas Day, but I didn't know it was on this Saturday anyway, so the original one, 1951, without what's his name, Asda said.
Right.
But it's the best, there's other best bits, I like seeing that, not the old thing. Well, she's in at Julie, Kathleen Harris.
You know, I've no attention span for a film.
No, the thing that she says, like, you know, under the circumstances, Mr. Scratch, when she goes around and says, tell Mr. Scrooge, Mr. Morley, what might not make. I'll try and get him out of the
Is he still hanging around on his feet?
What is that all scheme? It looks like, it's not like a compliment to the feelings. It's not that. Something of the season, or under the circumstances.
No, I can't think. No, I can't think other than compliments.
This must go round, I know.
I only glanced at it. Oh, when I seen that little dot there, which looks like it's the thing that holds it together, I actually thought that was a horn at a distance, and I thought it was going to be one of them. Have you ever seen them that you can get for kids, and it's like what babies in cots? It's a bit like night lighty things on the ceiling. I thought that little hole was like a trajectory thing. That must be yours. If it's in your jacket pocket. Mine's in there, my phone, the other one. Do. Woo! Right, see if we can tilt the blinds without wrecking everything. That's not.
No.
Mine's in it.
Yes, so
Are they? What is this, isn't it? No, it's not. No. I mean, if there's anybody I follow on Twitch, I get a kind of message now, but it's not even there. Sure, it wasn't yours.
No, there's nothing wrong.
No, no one there. Do. Oh, do.
What's the other form that, because sometimes there's something attached to it.
I bet that the eating box or something would make a noise. You know, the thermostat or whatever it is on the wall.
No, there's no camera.
Do. Oh,
There's no cable there, it's one cable there. I don't know, it's just rubbish. No, just it's, yeah, it's all those bottles.
you want to turn around? We have one of these other things.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be on.
Yeah. I'm thinking about what was going on
I make sure to blind. I might stand, you come in.
Thomas
I
was
thought, well,
it.
you know, have a look back getting that train percent. So,
Thomas was it. No one of them was on a train or something. The Morrison.
yeah.
He marries, what's that woman now? Is it Gwyneth?
What was it where he's fussy and neat?
Yeah, he marries her. And he has a-
Somebody's cut up into pieces, and there's like an arm wrapped in brown paper in the basement moving after.
Well,
Is that haunting her or vice versa?
he goes to make something. He says, there's no tomatoes, there's no tomato puree, there's no this, there's no. He says, look. And he goes up back at the door and he's got a tick list. So when you use something, you rub off.
Right.
Anyway, she gets everything in order and gets something. You've done all this, and he's well pleased with her, but he goes to work and then she decides to tell her about with record on. But then she gets time, and she's running around, she scratches record, she knocks a picture off, she tries to put a nail in wall and misses. Anyway, it's a total wreck. He comes home wondering what's going on.
Be warned, there are slightly dryness to the palate.
But she'd already showed this. It's clear, and I looked down here and he takes her down to his workshop. Everything's labelled. Screws, size,
I have seen it.
yeah, we're not
But I don't know who made it, so.
But she ends up hitting it with hammer, and then she says, there, what his name was, there, and everything in its place for him. The eyeballs and good, yeah.
Come back and muddled up with another one then, in the basement. Well, there's like an arm, everything's wrapped up, bits of paper, the arm's kind of bending across the floor like this.
I remember that.
I'll give you this plate.
Yeah.
There's a piece of paper on the bottom of it, on the cake.
Oh. How is that?
I'll chuck it on. That's rubbish, Ben. This thing's had food
Can
in.
you put rubbish in?
No, in the bag.
Oh, you can't put rubbish in. Oh,
But we'd love it.
I went to a piece one day, there was an open road, and I thought, bloody hell, coffee table, you know, hexagonal ones on top of the electric, and these were flooring, not like this, but like that. Doing all, bloody hell, spider. I said, is this spring clean? He said, well, this is every day. I said, what's all this? He said, catching dust before it started.
Oh. So we can't do without this clutter. So there's bits of food in there. It's a food caddy, or whatever it's called, for recycling. I thought Rob took that because it's a tab of goodwill to all people, including Carol and Jeff. So he took that, but gave it to them.
I said, you let me know, there's every cake going on. Don't make me marzipan too.
Put plenty of cherries in and sultanas. I flipped over and that factory programme was on, but I've got being moved. I haven't got attention span for an hour. It was like a big silver chute, and he was helping this man pouring bags of fruit in. So it was either mince pies or puddings, and he was telling you there was like Turkish sultanas and such a thing and that. I have a feeling it was mince pies because he said, why that's all on a simmer or something. Because it's like making its own mince meat or filling or whatever you want to call it. It's shown a wide shot of like some other machines. And he was giving you statistics like, I won't like make up a figure, you know what it's like, them programmes. In 24 hours, how many boxes are 6? It must have been Kipling's. It must have been. But But I've got to be in mood. I remember once I enjoyed it one Christmas at yours, but I can't think what we were doing. Oh, and that was the other thing. He said how many staff there were. So we'll say they take on a lesser amount, like a third. So we'll say, so they have something like 600, 700 or 800 staff normally all year round. They take on maybe say another 300 or something for Christmas. And while this voiceover's going on, it's showing, and I thought they were little squares, and you know, like what they do it with chocolates as well, as each little square cake was on a conveyor belt, this is running like white icing. And he said when they alter the recipe for make them seasonal favourites, so they were the little French fancies I like, but they were just white ones, because they make them as if they're like crystal snow, it says out box or something. And what was the other one? The thing I seen done by hand was chocolate logs coming along, and somebody by hand, you know, like you scatter the seeds in a garden, wild flower seeds, doing that with that dust for on top of icing sugar or whatever it is. That was only the bit I seen. It was probably quite fascinating. You won't look through them cards after. There's some really nice ones. He said he just dusted or just tidied up, or he just put the Christmas ornaments out or something. He said, so the cards that I've left on the sofa, he said...
Was going off them for right?
No, what they've received.
They received?
Yeah.
This year? Oh,
Yeah, well, I counted 10 in the second handful that I've shown to camera. 10 or 12, maybe. Or 20. Well, I was laughing about you and me because...
you know,
it's a good job we have people hopefully following. Please click follow. It will help my, it's said for stats, you've got to have streamed so many hours and you've got to have 50 followers. So if you can follow me, that would be really nice for Christmas, because we've not got many Christmas cards coming through. Between us, we've got, how many of you got? Jeff, Carol, that's one. Mike. And I got Alison yesterday. Somebody on chat yesterday when I mentioned it. Was it yesterday that come? Alison. I didn't realise there was somebody watching, because I was just talking and the laptop was off to my side. And I said, oh, isn't that nice? Oh, look. And it is nice. It didn't show up very well on camera. That kind of... I said turquoise, but it's dark and nice. Is it like a petrol colour peacock? But actually, if you paid attention to what the tree was, it was as if you'd got the peacock tail feathers, you know, with the eye on, and laid them like that.
It made me get to measure that card.
I said it was from Alison, and when I looked over, somebody'd written in chat, and he just said hi at first. And then because I had like the glitter ball thing on, he said, oh, another sentence said, oh, it's a party. And then the next sentence, he said something like, oh, that Alison, she's a good one, isn't she? Better than that Brown Minister you voted in. Oh.
Yeah, I got to thought, what is this? 3 3/4, about 3 3/4.
Then this bit, Alison's is the next size, like a 5 or 6 inch square.
And I thought,
that's what I've got ready for post girl.
And then you had Mike's door.
I've not seen her.
I had Mike's door.
Bit late now.
Mike's door go to clock, but close past 5. I thought, and he had the door go, I thought, that's cheaper. Simple. I thought, oh, well, I got sent by extra. I thought, no, you'd be scraping that on the
You'll see, if you show me when you're looking through one, the ones I've sent to camera, if anybody wants to take, I forget what they call it now, like a screenshot. Sometimes when people do daft things on stream, they'll say, oh, that's one for a screenshot, isn't it? You know, like, so if they've done something daft, it's like, can some viewer kind of take a picture of it kind of thing. One of them I really like is, it's the type of thing I'd use on a green screen for background. You know, when it's like a nice, it's not a photo and you can't tell whether it's a photo or a painting. So it's a snowy scene. And it's the shape of, it's a house, but when I first glanced at it, except for the windows being lit up and there wouldn't be windows upstairs, I think when I first glanced at it, I probably thought of the size of a church when it's in a little tiny village, kind of thing. What's the other one I like? Oh, there's one that's just like a gift box, you know, with a cross of like, you've tied ribbon around a box, but the bow is like cut out the card, shaped at top. It's a lovely one off Phil. I didn't read all of them because they're obviously private, all the people I don't know on the road. And I can't read other people's handwriting, but Phil, who I know, it's a kittens one, isn't it?
I mean, you get paranoid thinking, is it I saw Tesco up back, it was Tesco, wasn't it?
Yeah, we was laughing about that on
But
screen.
then it says, I thought, what are these things?
I thought you covered here from every eventuality.
It wasn't the, it was Macmillan, it was the one of the sea with all little dots.
Yeah, purple,
Cancer research.
that purple and pinkish.
Cancer
Yeah.
research, Heart Foundation, and what did it say for? What's that word? There's three of them.
There was, and I didn't mention what the fourth thing was you said that was witty.
Foundation. And I thought, it must be something that's up to date now, that's regular. What's really Heart Foundation cancer?
No, it won't be diabetes.
It was, I think, yeah, it was. Yeah, it
Oh, was that?
It was
Right.
diabetes, and I thought, oh, that causes that. You think of the now when you're doing stuff, I thought, oh, no, there's Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
I'll go to Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I didn't mention that on camera, but I thought we're covered for all eventualities here, and I've got my sugar levels down. I've got 2 boxes of mince pies. Oh, it's the thought that counts.
No, it's Tesco, but I had Soul. I had Soul on the last trip to Clapton Bridge, and I thought, well, you don't mind paying that because you know where it's going. Particular ones, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually said Clapton Bridge Centre on, or just cancer. Macmillan.
After me, it's seeing that on news or a Tonight or a documentary years ago, though, that they only have to give a small percentage per box. The shop will make more on, say, a £5 box than goes to the charity. Do you know what I mean? It was something stupid. If it was a £5 box of cards, it was something like, I don't think it told you what the shop made, but as somebody who's been a retailer, I knew what things cost. You're thinking, oh, that's like the price of a single, because a single only you used get 10% of 90% from a single.
Yeah.
So if you apply similar to that,
That's just in not long back. We had go, and I thought, well, I see them.
am I too illuminated there? Glowing.
It said ice topped mince pie, 79 pence for 6. And the adult rolls of them, I think.
They don't always impress me, even though I like a Bakewell tart.
In Ireland.
At least a Bakewell tart, the icing, if you have got a bit of a sweet tooth, it's sponge cake and jam underneath.
Yeah.
Putting icing on top of something that's already minced meat and got loads of fruity, sugary and any road, I don't see the point. In fact, I'd rather have some mince pies. You know when they do, but they only ever seem doing them small ones when they put 9 in a box and then they go dearer. They'll miss the lid off and they'll just put the little star on like my mum used to make. And you just, any bits of leftover pastry.
They do variety of what's on.
Yeah, 3 of each.
Yeah.
That's where I got that, what I told you before. No, they were like Tesco's Finest one year. And it was something like sliced almonds on one, pecan, as I told you before, and I don't know what the third one would have been. It might have been a pastry star or something.
Well, nuts on one year. I thought,
Yeah, all crushed nuts, chopped nuts, like ice cream menus.
But they did have, like I told you, they had 2 boxes of Mr. Kipling's mince pies for £2.50, so they're £1.25 a box in Tesco not long ago.
Oh, they're a ridiculous price in that mini nuts. Can't remember what. You know, like $1.99.
I
I
got
don't know.
stuff in for trifles.
But you've no chance.
I
No
get 2 jellies, 2 sweet cocktails.
Oh,
I
dear.
got a sponge, and a small is, but it's dated to next year. I've got instant custard in the Spurs, it just had water to, and a pack of 3 Dream Topping, and I thought, you want some sprinkle? Yeah, I thought, it's really won't be that much, 99p for sugar sprinkle. Bottle.
It's not very dear, it's the fact that you don't really use many of them.
No.
I'll tell you a nice alternative.
Well, you can put flake, I've
I
done
was just
flake,
gonna
I've
say
done
that.
flake on before, but you think,
You've already got a packet of flakes.
it's hard to be done the chocolate sponge at bottom.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I would think a little bit of chocolate. It's only a little bit.
Maltesers, pop, pop, pop.
It's only a little bit of flakes, isn't it? It's like if I ever had a cheap bag of chocolate, I used to grate it over some desserts because it makes them look nice if you have a bag of chocolate. But yeah, if you have a packet of flakes in, you only need to be.
I mean, the other things then, I thought, yeah, but silver balls, like which are edible.
Yeah. Oh, they got some nice little parcels in garage. I just give it a little bit of a squeeze, not much. And this, I said to this woman, oh, they're nice.
What I'll do is that.
You assume they've made a kind of frame. If it's not wire, it's a plastic frame, the shape of a box, that big. I'm assuming they're what you put on a mantelpiece or a tray. I didn't see a loop on them. But can you imagine getting a very fine tinsel and then, somewhat bristly, in other words? Or if we were doing a bigger version, you'd use normal tinsel. You make a framework and then you would weave your tinsel up and down. So really it looks like a solid object, but it's not. So the 2 different types of bristly stuff they've used is obviously red for the parcels and white for the top. I'm not sure if it's just the top or whether it's supposed to be snow brimming over the edge, but it looks really nice. Let's see price on it. It wasn't that young girl this time. I did wish her all the best, this one. But it was like computer says no. And I thought, you're like her, who was in last time? It's like, is it that much of a tedium that you don't want to be here or something? It's like, and so she tells me price, and I'm thinking, if you compare it, the narrow patch on Co-op. I mean, I even, it's not just because I know them all in Co-op, it's like I hear them talking to other people and saying hello and everything in Co-op, like being good customer service. Go, oh.
That thing is inside a supermarket or something, but we're doing the same as business. We will not tell, and I thought, oh, you won't be able to get away from
I turned over to one of them and they were looking at 2 turkeys.
Yeah. This will not tell.
There was a tinted
I
girl.
think she'd been there 50 years.
This was in like a laboratory thing, like it was part of the show where
Yeah.
they had like a scientist and kind of the tinted girl, I'm assuming, was a presenter, and it was like, which one of these do you think is the deer? It didn't get explained in the minute or 2 that I watched it, but she said, well, this doesn't seem as fat breast-wise and things, and it looks like, like, what do they call them things? Like liver spots. If you could imagine like grey marks here and there. And I thought, it looks like it's been kind of hit with a pellet, with unshot pellet type stuff or something. And it ended up, she got it wrong. That was the best. That was the Farnham and Mason or somewhere like that. And she said, oh, you do surprise me. And what the other person said, she said, yeah, she says, and it doesn't seem as fat, or you seem to get more breast on this. And she says, my dear, she says, but that's the point. Quality over quantity. It's its origin, it's free range, it's where it's come from. And the experiment they were going to do was, it was raw, they were going to cut a piece out of each breast and go and analyse it or something, probably for its density, but I didn't carry on watching. Sorry about that for rambling.
Both of them couplers hit
My iPad.
It's Aldi's, I think. Aldi's pudding. Christmas pudding over.
Oh, I've seen that with it.
95, I think, over 36.
Oh, I've seen that where they were tasting them things, yeah, from different places. Yeah.
they were telling me what was wrong with Barton and Mason. They said something about two knots were too big or something.
Right, yeah. No, I seen that when you text me. I had a look at whatever it was they were looking at. And I think she whoever it was a woman.
I have a pudding mason there that says old Portland and Mason, it was in the reject, because it was to go to Ashton Market, and I knew then who Portland and Mason was. We love that for making stuff in there. It's, when they make pudding basins, and we've seen it on plates when, it must have been when they're stacking them, or what they do. There's not a crack in them. There's sort of like a piece that's like gelled on or something.
Right.
Where they've got probably, I know they do it with plates when they're firing them, they put them in between bats and wood. And sometimes you get a plate, I've got plates at home, or I did have, where it's got like something that's extra on. One of them blue and white pattern ones. But this Portland and Mason one, it's got something stuck as though when it's been fired, it's like
something caught under the glaze, in a
Yeah.
sense, right?
sort of like,
Oh, Nicky Nolly. I don't like touching it just in case bits start falling off. Nicky Nolly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Do some caroling. I might just have a cardial after, because if I put my lovely new Christmas dressing gown on, yay! That should look good. Nicky Nolly sits out and she's off a trolley. She's not rocking around the Christmas tree. I do hope that's a real plug hole. Two plug holes. It's only for confused me. Probably just coming out in cupboard.
yeah.
Stuart, what have you been doing? She says, I didn't mean to. I just touched and it come off in my hand. She had white iPads. I don't even know if it's warm, cold water or whatever this.
With microwave should cupboard.
Oh.
But then again, you need a vent plate. Cupboard. Must be somewhere there.
Well, the wiring goes up there, so that's the only cupboard that's really dubious, because I could have swore he pointed here last time, one of them, and said sugar, and I thought, because I'd seen this, the edge of a small plastic thing, and brown sugar mentioned, I thought it was a little Tupperware. I didn't know it was that box till he texted me. This one, of all places that be so precious. Watch this. Just precariously a big plate behind a medium plate, and it seemed we're all just sideways as I opened it last time, and I thought, no, don't. Oh, but me looking for a plate when I was first here. Go in the one near the kettle, it's in the corner. It's a two-angle door or something. It's because all that comes out today. Oh, I thought, for fuck's sake, I don't know where they've gone up to. That doesn't seem to move. I have a feeling there might be it's either a mock or there might be a dishwasher there. I'm not sure. They have things. I think this was a baking tray. He mentioned something over here because I said I couldn't find tea towels. This all comes out together. And got bit posh. You know, in case you press a button and the floor opens or something, and you just fall through. Oh, we'll go through to the log Ewan. And I'll show you the Christmas tree, and
Where is it?
which is in the next behind us. That's what I was thinking. What you just said of the vent to the microwave. Got a little blow into that. Very much like. Switches outside. That's the main thing. Is a design thing. And what do I can criticize this? You know these recessable spotlights? The 6 in there, so 2 phones there. For that big area. I know that's very separate. But this itself is like 6 in. Well, it's really illuminating. I mean, already that mirror is great. But I couldn't remember whether there was a mirror in here the first time I ever called. I've never been once before, that was just Steve. I come before a few weeks ago, I've been once before. I couldn't remember whether there was still there. Anyway. Oh, that's. Oh, I looked at it as well. Yeah, it's a button, it says 2 buttons, so I'm watching that. This, I've never done it to fees play, but the fact that because it runs this way, I'd be bothered if you did that, you would just go shoot it out again. A little bit more gently, does it kind of close, you have to go upstairs, so upstairs is the way as well. We do that. It's just like a solid magnet. So why not a big income? So I've got mass there. What should we do? Oh, it was when I want to wax it. That's going to come my CV. And I said, I have to wear this. As long as it looks like it's back with a big chunk there. And if you think about if it was 2 chunks, 2 ingots, you kind of go there. So like that. If you do something down, which is nice if you rocking around the Christmas tree, get your tips out for the boys. Is she in there the old-fashioned way? Wait a minute. I've got a mange, it's feeling ever so what? But frosted. Nicky Noo, Nicky Nolly, oh, there she's off a trolley. Oh dear. Here we go. It's a big relaxing job. They got me where. I know. I just tried both of them to see. How's it going? Right. I'll take the cup first and then I shall come for you. That one left here. I'll answer a big camera and I'll show them the tree again. No, you actually got the low one. Right, so I'll point out to the camera that the clock isn't the right time. Right. Put the lights on. Christmas trees lit up, and I've put the lights on around the grandfather clock. It's not the right time because it isn't running. Just thought I'd point that out to you. Come on. Oops. Oh. Can you hover on a selfie stick, do you think? I said, I think so. Whoops. And that's what we're going to show you. It's cute. This is where you've just been sitting. Thunderbirds are go. Turn that one off. Is that the right one? That one. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, as I say, the clock's not running. These are lovely. Kind of delicate. Like thick plastic, nice and I just think it looks ever so cute. And a little ornamenty tree. It's porcelain. A bit like a, do you call that a jardiniere? I'm not sure. And over here, oh, Mr. Reindeer, made out of ice and lit up. And the lovely tree. So if I switch that one off. Right, so it's the third one. Oh. Very nice. Very good. Right, and you've now got me. Oh. Chuck.
Hello, they're coming thick and fast now. Different colours and then light. And if we string can go away.
What, two?
Yeah.
Oh. 30 minutes and a wrap around speed. Alright. Yeah. Try and be ready then if you want. What time is it?
I'm very so I could drop my glass.
Is he driving from somewhere, is it?
Anyway, it's children wearing it.
Is it so the guys at the station? Was he just in touch with you that he's going to just set it out? Yeah. So it's so even if magically we got straight on the train now, and it was an express, that it's 20, just run past. That would be quarter to 5, and then you have to get to the station. Right, I'd have them do right. Because Rob, you have to be shots and cameras, so just put the camera in. Yeah, but hang on. Oops, Robbie Mo. Oh, sorry about that. Nearly knocked you over. All wobbly wobbly. You dickhead. Toss bots. Right. You said the. Right. Jiggled. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Wait a minute. We've got the Christmassy lights. Oh. There is a psychic woman, they call her, her name's Luna, so they call her when she's on webcam from home. These are like drifting up the wall behind her. So months ago, felt it falling off, touch, feel that. Somehow it's been sprayed in like a velvety, liquid velvet or something. Does that show up? Turn the lights off. Oh, for fuck's sake. You see, nice. I'll leave you on that just for a moment. A little bit of relaxation. There you go. Is that what? Oh, it should be breaking up as well through there. It's the place I rush there. And so the last course I'm serving customers is in that part of the house. It's so if I was like that, I think I'm not very good on this. Is it down to the other and he said it's just from the it's not really it's good. So I was not got one out. But it's a trade. So even if it was magical and you didn't know where it was ringing from, it was calling on the station. If you got on the bus now, 20 past 20, even if it was an express, it's 45, etc. But the bit I'm wanting to tell you that I said to you was it wouldn't a shock or anything. I said you would come, you text, and I said, what do you want an hour here? Because it's a long stage.
It is the ultimate New Year's Eve way. You're also part of that.
Is that a case? Just leaving me out in the wax outside. I mean, you didn't use the first thing when it was first.
Whatever it may be, there's so many ways.
And he said, and they didn't say sorry for it. It was an easy situation. This is because of it. You know, I mean, how do you actually do?
I'm already at the lowest ever recorded sites in the history. But let's have a count of that because it's literally about. There's never before seen price any skin like me necklace ever. But I like to try not to this trouble. And even today, being the biggest auction done so far,
so it was only because he was in touch by text with Darren or something, and Darren looked at shop with Glory. I said, well, the gist, he said, well, I got this customers here. I said, yeah, the gist and meaning is, he'd only come for kind of an hour anyway, but the gist was, his last bus is more like 5:45. So you'd be getting with 352 here. You know what 352 because from my parents and stuff? Well, that was for someone like Wicked now, I was, it goes up here, onto the lights going right, and then it was left at Carmel because it's going up Bedford. So it's come through College Street to get here. So where it goes left, isn't it, right? Right, bus goes, is that right? Yeah, it goes left, that come along here. And my Paisley goes right, because London's put with that road over there. You come south. So I would have been instructing you get on 352 here. I don't know what it drops in time, but you breakfast time, obviously. Somewhere in the bus station, as long as 10 past and 5 was generously enough. That's what I thought it was going on, so that's 6. But the last thing he just said is something like, I don't think he'll be bothered, he said, if he comes and drops Rob off as well. Don't talk about this on the camera because I'm actually showing this. Alright. I'm actually showing this one of the days me and Chris and Steve. Right. We need 2 hands. We say it on again. Go on. Here. Yeah. And that. Go. The outside was a boker. I'll leave that one on, please. Nicky Noo, Nicky Nolly. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Rocking around the Christmas tree, big tits out again. She said, don't get my tits out. People call me Gwen. Is it Gwen with a pen? She says, jubbly bobs, stuff like that. She said, why I pet? Which likes which? That one. That one. And not that one, this one. Oh, is that all right? You can't see me twinkly lights though, with all the lights on. It's a complete bastard. Why I pet? My dressing gown.
Mobile phones, Wi-Fi, electronic devices and appliances, because it acts as a natural antioxidant, immune booster, pain reliever, and allergen suppressor. Shungite and shungite water can be used to treat skin ailments and musculoskeletal diseases, accelerate the healing of cuts and wounds, cleanse the internal system, and increase the body's intake of vital energy. Now again, this is not just superstition or folklore, this is scientifically proven. If you want to have a look, it's there's some real stones and from there as well. Not affiliated with us whatsoever. So the best way to get all this on
Nicky Noo,
natural sunlight, what this is.
do, she's off a trolley. She's rocking around the Christmas tree.
Is in direct contact on your skin. That's why it will have to be.
Oh. Nicky Noo, Nicky Nolly, big tits out, she's off a trolley. Come on. No. Maybe that one. Does that make any difference? No, it's quite bright here, isn't it? What about that one? And put that one on. I said, Mark, why I pet, why I pet. I'm making a dressing gown.
What was the reaction
She
when I
did.
said that?
What's that about you?
First picture and the text.
She's off the trolley. Oh, rocking around the Christmas tree, big tits out you see. She said, I've got an emergency, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, tits are big, sometimes I'm plump, sometimes they're looking wet. She said, I've got a fanny tights and I need a vet. Tits are big, let's be jolly. Nicky Noo, Nicky Nolly. Come here, fucking slave gun. Dumb shit. Fuck me. Rocking around the Christmas tree with your tits out for the boys. Where's the phone gone? I'm sure I can keep hearing the bleep of the phone. Nicky Noo, Nicky Nolly, tits a big cheese off a trolley. I said a shish that she is. Said she's a nutter. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Have you got your big tits out again? Oh, isn't that nice? Is this nice? Oh, it's lovely. We like Hood as well. Is that all? Can you say? Lovely. There seems like there's a lot of me. I don't know why. I don't remember there being that much of me in the past. Yeah. Can you see over there? Oh, love Chuck. Very nice. A nice bit of length. Ah. I do like a nice bit of length. Apparently. Tits out now for the boys again. People call me Gwen. You alright, Willis? Willis? Doggy? He said, I don't want to sit on your knee. Are you in? Oh. Why not just put this on it back? You know what I mean? Maybe this might fit it. Because that side goes back. But it's like that, our next start at the top. Oh, it's lovely. Really nice. What was I going to say? These not for going down to electronic. And then I've looked around calm and my phone's like, no, police, and it's not that. Oh, I put that second camera on because I didn't bring another electric lead. I got the bit that plugs in this way, but not the electric heads. So, do you remember that one when I was filming because I thought it's already, I thought it said you could shut the screen with the shots. And we filmed all the lights in that pool with it wasn't now. And so we had to do it all again tonight. It's not my cookies, but it's looking at me, you're all right. I thought it might have been there. Oh, do you like that? Lovely. Oh. Dooby 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 doo. Ah. Is that a better shot? A little bit. You need a wide shot that fit me in, don't you? Look at that. George. We've got that on because it's supposed to be that's the other one, it's woman's evening. So this is madness, this is. Oh, I wonder whether it was that. I don't sound believe. I wonder whether it was just a little raffle. See, when I went in there before you went outside, I moved the LEAD. And the poo bags off the wooden counter. And because he heard it rattle, he couldn't walk it through. Like, just happening we're going somewhere. Oh, well, turkey stuffing and farting a lot for Christmas. It's what everybody wants. But I'm going to have to talk about something personal here. So if you're eavesdropping, don't worry about it. Did I say in a text?
No.
I couldn't find them. You know how cluttered I am for stuff. I was trying to think, like, if you'd give me something, because I could never find them with the Overtrol or whatever for acid. Yeah. I couldn't find the original ones of them, if you remember. Because I logically try and think, well, if you come into clutter, where would you put something? When you take the shopping items out to your bag, I'll possibly leave the shopping in. I'll take the shopping out if it's to use now, like frozen stuff or something like fridge. Would I leave the meds in the bag? So I looked in them bags and there was nothing there. Or the opposite, I've put tins out away and I've put the things away. And I don't know where it is. And not just the Omeprazole. What's the stuff that's like Imodium? There's a chemical name for it. You know, like I do with my phenylephrine. Yeah, something like that. What was I going to say?
How did I get them when they give you a cholesterol?
Anyway, he said, have I got any? Which seemed to imply, when I texted back and said yes, and he said, I'll pick you up. I said, I think there's just one missing out at Bots, because sometimes I'll just take one just for gurgling. And they were Co-ops ones, so I wouldn't have paid very dear. I had a look at Garage. It's unusual. Paracetamol in Garage, where you'd normally used to get for like 30p and 40p or something. But if you had an headache or whatever, by comparison to like £2 and £3 off for Lemsip, you'd buy those is something like 95p just for paracetamol. But on saying that, for so local, it's all right. I think Garage. I don't know whose brand they are, but like an Imodium type thing is something like 115 and 119. But I'm sure they only sell them in boxes of 6, because then one I've had from like Wilco's is 6. But I forgot to give him. I didn't know whether he was meaning, have you got some because I've not at home, or I've already took some and I want to take some to work with me. So I messaged him when it dawned on me, but he'd been gone. I've been here 15 minutes there. And I said, I thought I'd heard that when you get a break, because he should have been in for a certain time. He was running 10 minutes late. He should have been in for 20 past. And I said, so I just said, if I've caught you before you've just gone in, perhaps, I think there's a chemist further up, actually, but that'd be dear. I said, you might have time for running Aldi. I said, because I forgot to give you these Imodium things. He said, why iPet? And it just went on like that for a while. Because that's what Christmas is all about. Well, sometimes.
I haven't bothered with them.
Have you looked through them?
Just a couple.
Some lovely ones.
Then that sound like a champagne.
Domperidone.
Yeah. But they had a date on them that was like really near. She said they were for sickness.
I could be wrong. As far as I know, I thought domperidone was connected with kind of like not having alcohol, a repulsion to alcohol or something along them lines. I like that one because it's got that kind of overlay. Not necessarily tin. WH Smith's. It just shows up nice. You like? Should be nice.
Yeah, Mike said Clinton's up back.
One from work. And there was one that said to both of you on that I thought was really nice. Couldn't remember what they told me to put them back out, so that's my excuse that I've not done them.
Oh, that's both of you. For like,
No, it might be another one. That's the one that's got the price on the back. And it's not been signed, has it?
no.
But it's only because I held it up for the camera I could see the back of it. That's what I mean.
You got this one.
I quite like that. I'm not struck on the champagne. Little doggies, yay! Glittery hats. Oh, sleepy for Christmas.
I heard somebody say once on some television programme say, why do people put two on? They know it's two, you just need to put grum on.
That's the one that's not a church, it's a house. I just like it.
On the envelope too.
I said to them I'd use that as a green screen. Background.
Door, either far. But in
Like
the
that.
card itself, you don't need to
Got them kids off there.
You don't need to put
Just like that.
But they're not produced in its room. You must have an idea.
Right. Do. Good health, happiness. Bill and Lorraine, we are keeping well most of the time. Hope you both are too. Should that be a T-double-O? Does that not apply on that one?
Yeah, if you both are two,
Yeah.
it means T-double-O.
Yeah. That's got like velvet feeling. Notice that?
T always meaning, are you going to,
Yeah, well, he spelled it
Do
wrong. He's
something.
put two.
are you going
Bill is busy with the Christmas lights. I'm busy doing the last minute Christmas cards. I thought she was going to set shows. She was a bit over and dusted. I said, you know, I tried that once. I think it was 1997. And I've not bothered since.
Charlie's not been around, eh?
Pussy kittens. Yay.
Charlie's not
That's
been
from Phil.
around lately, and I don't know, last time I saw her, she was a bit.
She's probably ashamed of her.
It's probably down because of her mum, and I thought, oh, your dad went Christmas Eve.
Oh, right, yeah. Should we lost my dad on Christmas Eve? I said, well, she sales in metal and it's murder, isn't it? Should no, not like that. I might ask him to save that if he doesn't save them. If he just recycles. I really like that.
I said, hope she gets better, but I've got a sympathy card.
Do that.
Okay.
Get them kids and this sentiment out.
Yeah.
And green screen that as a background. But me, oh, it's cold out here. I'm sat outside in this. That's the one I liked as a parcel on SBCC.
Oh.
For all my favourites together, puppies and kittens. The post box. Doo-be-doo-boo, ba-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Everyone singing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Tits are big and feeling jolly. Knick-knack-noo, knick-knack-nolly. She said, oh, with me Bristol's out again. I just feel like a time. He's usually rolled up in a bar and comes out eating. He says, oh, this is roast, isn't it? Let me fix my accent.
So if he hadn't got trained by then a bit, or he'd just go going it.
So there again.
He hadn't got the train, Darren, or he was just going it.
He wasn't
I got
sure.
the idea.
He wasn't sure whether he meant he was ringing out to work or if he'd already set up. And it's only when I said train is the car at the station. He said, oh yeah, he said, I forgot about that. There's the train first, isn't there? I do have Dee's number. It doesn't get used often, no, but
And I'm not saying that's the cure at all, I'm just reporting what we can say about
knick knack noo, knick knack nolly. I show you that. Isn't that nice? Santa, the glittery glass thing. There's no man over there. Lovely. Chuck. Welcome along to Christmas. I meant to chuck a bit of tinsel around, but never mind, don't worry. I'll move this while you do it. I'm not having anything like that with my last time, so I'll set on a cushion, a fair cushion this time. All these like that. Oh. You don't want to set on it, do you? This experiment with this. So we can't make claims, but this woman who had a bad rash on her neck or whatever put the shungite near her and it was all right. So I'm thinking, so in one breath you can't make these claims, but on the other hand you're still telling us. It seems a little bit contradictory.
Yeah, I've seen this stuff before, the same stuff. There's another thing, ring of the bangles or something.
They even have a thing. Have you ever seen like a, I don't know whether they grow like this. They use them in sci-fi things as if they've grown like a stalactite, but more like a cut shard. So it's like a finger, but instead of just being a tall rectangle, it's got each of them corners slightly cut off as well. And then it would also be pointed into a facet. So it has got cuts to it. Are you with me?
Oh, an obelisk.
That's what they call
I can see in St. Peter's, and there's one in London, Egyptian obelisk.
it. Is that what it is?
And then it's pointed at the top as well.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Well, it's in there. So even though they must be able, because the Advertising Standards Authority would be, television would be down on like a ton of bricks, but you can't make these claims.
You probably have a finger base, a stone base.
But instead of him making these claims that it's just wearing the stuff near you like that, which obviously you're going to get a piece of jewellery, it's nice to wear.
Even though I've never...
This is a
never
wand.
used it.
And he said, see, if you had a sore part, while you're watching TV or something, you can just rub it and you're thinking, right. Sorry about you, La. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Rheumatism or whatever it's for.
Yeah.
And I think, well, I
Yeah.
wouldn't know if it worked because I'd have to get rheumatism, but still, whatever you get. So it's that,
Yeah. Nicky Noo, Nicky Nolly, tits a big, she's off a trolley.
Queen's up at Parliament again, for Autumn Parliament again. Well, they've not gone without regalia today. They just put the crown there. She said, I'm not wearing that for 3 hours.
Yeah.
They just put it
She
there.
said, I'm roasting it, you know, with this ermine, not ermine, what's it called? Yeah, that.
I don't know what she's gone in, whether she's just got a tiara on, or...
She's probably got somebody to sale from Pete.
Or just a nap, because she said...
No, she would have put clothes on, I think. Our Madge. She said, I rung Bar George up and I said, have you got a slopey hat like that?
Yeah, I think they have to tell the opening because it's as though they've had an election, so it's as though we've got a new government. We've not seen government.
That's the worst, not putting everybody's name in here. Oh, it has got his name? Good God almighty. That's unusual. Oh dear.
Via email, via text, letters, calls that we get from our call centre about the benefits of things like this one is showing the way either when the stock sales out or the most but by 6 p.m. have this tomorrow. We will deliver this to you tomorrow, as long as you order it before 6 p.m. Then you order it before 4 p.m. Upgrade to next day delivery for 6 p.m. And then what?
All right.
What's the price that we got on cinema earrings? A pair of cinema earrings. Not an end-to-end 20-inch of pure natural silver. 336.
Where's this been all these years? This stuff.
Precisely. Why isn't everybody walking around with no ailments if they know about
We
this
didn't
stuff?
order it tons of night until later.
Hands are shite.
Where's that been?
Was it DBT? DBT? Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one I think of
Youngish.
is
Do
DHL.
you need good science? No, you're all
I said, you know that's very expensive. I should do. He said, we only get paid 50p for doing these. I said, it's like easy shite, isn't it? Shite wages. Let's be jolly. It's a knick-knack new. It's a knick-knack nolly. Oh dear. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Dooby-doo-doo-doo-doo. In the old-fashioned way. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. She's off the trolley. Market suits you, love her. Should maybe a bit further up. No, a bit tighter than that. Oh, is that a new or should I shave my chest?
Oh, 59.99.
I'd lose weight to the left, don't you?
I'm not really warm. It's nice, comfortable in it. I'm not hot. So
I know, but this is a thermal,
yeah. Oh,
and I've put this on, but I wanted to look all festive in my gorgeousness. It's warmer than mine, but yours is warm. You see, yours is like this to me.
yeah.
Well, mine isn't. Mine it must be because
Might be
it's.
me. Sometimes I'm walking around and thinking, I don't know. And then I go up and think, oh no, they're only mild. I'll turn it up a bit. I'll turn it down too much.
No, because yours is a smaller place as well as it being a newer boiler and everything. It warms up. It seems to warm up very quick. Where mine seems. I'm just grateful. Touch wood. Please let it carry on working. That it works and that it just takes longer to spread out. Nicky New, Nicky Nolly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Everybody had a good Christmas. Are you having a nice time? Looking forward to moments, pies and presents?
I've got 2 boxes of mince pies. I think they're what?
But you don't know what he's putting that bag for me.
2 boxes of mince pies, but they're with some.
But you don't know, right?
And one of them.
So I'll have
There
2.
might be something else took down. I don't know.
Right. I got marshmallows at the garage as well. And they had them muffins, I told you.
I opened a packet of Twix last night, which were a pack of 9 singles. And I think I've had 6, so I could have 2 this morning.
Well, I didn't read. You know them twirl?
I meant to.
They're all right if they put them on offer for £1. Sometimes you get them in individual fingers, but this was I haven't read the number. This was like a 3 or a 4 pack of twin ones, yeah. So of course, I don't have the what's the word? Holding yourself back, like I used to have. I could open a Mars bar or something because I didn't eat much chocolate and sweets in past. I could cut half of that and leave the other half in the wrapper, and it could be there for another day or 2. Where now it's like you eat 2 twirl and you've got the taste, then you want to open another one.
That cake's there because there's 6 hen bits. I think there's 6 hen. They must only be a quid. And this are February.
Yeah, them
so,
some fruit things that my mum
yeah,
used to get, isn't it?
So and they're in some wrapping. So that's put custard on that.
You come a bit closer.
Put custard on that. There's stuff in next then.
Oh, there. That a bit better. Of course it is. Oh.
There's Yorkshire pudding mix and I didn't know that. Yes,
Okay, we're not saying this is a white group. It's a scientific group.
I said Barry's been. Yeah, no, we've had and drank. But at least you've got a card for sure for it, so that's nice. It's better than nothing.
I'm talking to our town said, oh yeah, I lumped into a town and comes everyone with his gems, bump into the grave site. And he says something like, oh, what are you doing here? So you don't know when I come here. I believe you scattered Marie's ashes on here. That's how David is sorting his eldest. He married. Because Margaret has the deeds at grave. Now Michael tells me when he's been up, a few times he's been up. Said, oh, Margaret's going up the wall. He scattered ashes. That saved him a bother too. Because he just scattered them. You have to pay, don't you? You can bury in ashes. Because my mum's was a casket.
Yeah, my dad's.
My mum's was a casket like that.
Yeah, my dad's was like that because he was cremated. So that grave was like my mum's side of the family, like her brothers and sisters and things like that. But Dad got put in there. But you see, that doesn't take much. This is still kind of classed as opening it because they've got to do something. But
day after when
nice thing for talking about at Christmas, isn't it? I know why I
bet. Says, I've had to get on to him. He said, he's took thought and he wanted to bottom when my dad is. Yeah, we were talking. There's 6, I know there's 4 burials. And there's 6, I counted 10. There's 6 cremations in there. Then I might have said, no, sorry, didn't he? Says, right, Margaret says, you can go with there. I'm not going anywhere yet. Oh, I didn't tell him that. I said, well, I said, no, I said, there's really meeting in St. James's. I said, there's only. Because I would say that, you first in 1929.
1929.
My dad's sister got killed. My dad was in 1.5. Then she died, his mum died in 1933 when my dad was 5.
Oh.
And then my granddad, the only one I knew, was 1972-ish. Yeah.
But that's Santa and Reindeer. There was a wire from it. This down here.
Yeah.
But I unplug it for this, me barbly thing. But when you see transformer plug, but that must have light up. Must be a lighting. It must be a framework. It's something. Nice size. I like the things. Oh, will there be fibre optics in top of thing? Top of antlers. I bet that's what it is. And then bits there. These. That's what it is.
Yeah. Is there someone coming in?
Yeah, we're down. Is that you?
I can't use the
Oh. You all right? I've just texted you about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was driving.
Are you not feeling well?
Oh, feeling sickly. Oh, sorry.
He briefly said something like, I hope he's not got what I've had. Is it not that feeling?
No, I just mainly feel sickly.
Nausea, acid, sickly.
Yeah. Nausea and sickly.
Right. Okay. You all right running me home?
Yeah, there's no rush. I'm just going to have a little 10 minutes while you get yourself together or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, all right.
You got 10 minutes.
Does he do this often? He's been doing this. He did this when he arrived, but he didn't do it just for me on my own. But it was. We didn't know whether it was a kind of
Tension thing.
play with me kind of thing.
Oh, bloody hell.
I said to her, he said, "Oh, he said, I like you. You're all more squadgy than the rest of them. Do you know? It's like being on a cushion. He just gets on. Got on when I first got here, didn't you? And then wanted to stay here for a bit. I said it's better than lying on that bed.
Four.
It's more squadgy."
Four.
Well, Liz, you're right. Oh, his ears are up, aren't they? Oh, dear me. Oh, pardon me.
Well, it keeps coming in spasms, you know, when you can't help but cough. I just take a swig of that.
Nobody said nausea. I mean, nausea is different than acid, isn't it? But
And
I've not opened that. What you got me, give me.
well, I don't know, I didn't know.
You know that one I bought, and it was cheap in chemist. It wasn't a brand name.
I didn't know. That was 3 boxes.
That lasted me ages.
I can only think they give me that.
Was it Gaviscon? But it was nice. It was a bit thinner than Gaviscon is. Gaviscon, you really is like blancmange. You really got shaken.
So lie down for a minute.
Yeah, right.
I'll go tablet as well.
Oh, do you have acid tablets?
Yeah, I've had some ranitidine before, but it's not done anything. So that's just take a Lansoprazole.
Is that similar to what you had?
If they're Linzol, I'll go on omeprazole.
Yeah.
I get every take them every day, cold. That's a preventative.
Yeah. Well, he gave me some of them.
Because I can't be doing it. I can get you some if you want.
I don't obsessively take them, but if I've took one, I don't need anything for like 2 or 3 days. For some reason, it really must do something to all acid. But usually I get not the brand name. Tesco's copy. I just get Tesco's copy.
Lansoprazole.
Let me give me some from the knee, and he said take them as well because inflammatory.
And affect your stomach. Yeah.
Oh, like an ibuprofen. That just as I got back with dog, but he was in anyway, but I was actually in. He towelled off and everything. And he says, "There's somebody knocking at the door." I said, "I'll just have to go and see to me her then." You know what I mean? So I legged it off and I said, "You open the door by all means." And it was Barry, that's off Barry. But
what's this?
he had a little
lad with
possibly a boy, yeah. He'd had he was dangling a hoodie over it or something because it had come to the height of being it down then.
Yeah.
He's not given a toss, you know. I'm thinking, well, listen, you know it's raining, don't you? And he's thinking, oh, I just want to walk around this park, wander about. But it's been all right. But I only already took him out before I come.
Yeah, it does. He's not gay, is he?
We like Mark. Oh, he's so kind.
Nice looking lad, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, his hair's usually more tufted up and sculptured, and 2 different colours. I mean, 2 different shades, but he's all matching today. And oh yeah, when he's out bed, I'll text him and I'll say, "Oh, this is an easy job. This one." It's like, "Oh, this throw cover's gorgeous." And I said, "He's there in his socks. I'll take my shoes off. He's rolling around out bed." And I'm thinking, I wonder who he normally does this with. This fur throw. Oh. Do. Oh, I have to focus for some reason. Why would I have to do? Strange.
Oh, I did see some shots, so I don't leave them on long. You see number
Do,
4.
do, do, do.
Listening to
Sorry about that.
Christmas TV, The Good Life. And I thought, I'll see this. Where they end up with no.
They're making paper hats out of.
They end up
Daily
with
Mirror.
no Christmas because she stepped down for that because the tree was like 6 inches too short.
Right.
So they end up with no. So we go into theirs.
I seen a trailer saying the trailer was a bit confusing. It made it seem
Says,
as
what have
if
you got, Margot? And she says, I've got the inside of the toilet roll. No crackers.
yeah.
And then, what have you got now? She says, I seem to have the Daily Mirror. So well, you have the Telegraph.
They made it seem on the trailer like there was going to be something different on every day at that time because it was Greengrass when I turned over one day. Greengrass Christmas special or something. It's shown clips from different ones. Right. Oops. Lovely. That gorge.
Oh, and I woke up early one
Big
morning,
booty
put the telly
slippers.
on, I thought, oh, I can't be
Got reindeer slippers. Well,
can't be
I'd
watching.
fall over if I walked around, you know.
Can't be watching that again. It was on benefits, stressed and depressed, and it was oh, and here's Christine. I thought, oh, you know again.
Oh, and what time was this on?
Oh, no, on that. I wake up thinking it's something like 6 o'clock.
Precisely. See, I wouldn't mind seeing that with her because she made me laugh.
Well,
But if they keep putting on a stupid time like that, I'm not going to see it, am I?
it's 3 o'clock.
What's the other thing I was just thinking of? Christmas, Christine benefits.
She's saying,
Oh, thinking. No, I know what I was thinking of.
clean and sitting down. I'm not reading.
Doo-ba-doo-boo, ba-doo-doo-doo-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. New old-fashioned way. It's a big...
on New Year's Day, I think.
Right.
I think either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. New Year's Day or New Year's Eve.
Oh, dear, mate. Sorry. If you over there.
Christmas Day, I think I texted to you, carry-ons are on from like 10 something in the morning, or perhaps 9 something to 10 o'clock. No, that's one finishes after midnight. And the one after another all Christmas Day.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. Oh, I didn't see that one. Go to husband, so it's from one to the other. Like a teddy with a woolly hat on. Not cute. From earlier today. Isn't it a lovely picture? You're cute. Can somebody screenshot for me? Oops. We'll miss that off if it's possible. Maybe just do it like that. Can you get that, somebody? Thank you. Nicky New, Nicky Nolly, Bristol's out, my trolley. Oh, that's walking around the Christmas tree, do 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 do. And the new old-fashioned wear. Oh, that lovely. Softy, softy.
Right.